Hi, this is Asean Now and you're watching the Weekly Wrap. First up, Singapore's former President S.R. Nathan passed away on Monday night at the age of 92. He was the Republic's sixth and longest-serving head of state. Nathan suffered a stroke on July 31st and died 2 weeks later at the Singapore General Hospital. A state funeral was held for the former president at the University Cultural Centre at the National University of Singapore on Friday. Still in Singapore, a dental surgeon had his second toe bitten by a dolphin while dipping his legs in the water at Singapore's Resorts World Sentosa. Thankfully, the 48-year-old's injury was not serious. It is believed that the dolphin behaved out of playful curiosity rather than hostility as it explored its surroundings. Moving on, a Filipino fisherman may have found the largest pearl in the world. Not knowing the value of the 34-kilogram pearl, the fisherman kept it safe under his bed for 10 years in his home in Palawan Island. A relative of the fisherman, who is a tourism officer at the province, later discovered it. The pearl is expected to be worth about $130 million once it receives authentication from experts. Fish farmers in Indonesia suffered heavy losses with thousands of red tilapias and carp found dead on Monday and Tuesday. The fish were reared in bamboo cages around the Kedungombo Dam in central Java, and farmers believe that extreme weather was the main cause. Lastly, Malaysia has stepped up its fight against the anti-vaccination movement. The words vaccine refusal will be stamped on the health record books for babies and children aged up to 6 in Pahang if their parents or guardians reject vaccination. Health Ministry Director General Dr. Noor Hisham Abdullah said the new policy was initiated to address the issue and would be monitored and reviewed in terms of its suitability. Lately, Malaysia has seen a rising popularity in the anti-vaccination movement, which the government is trying to combat. We now head over to Bangkok with our Thailand partner Nation TV for the latest roundup from the Northern ASEAN region.
Thank you very much, Kuala Lumpur, for your updates. Now let's take a look over the past week here in the Upper ASEAN region. We start off with the biggest story in Myanmar. A 6.8 magnitude earthquake that struck Myanmar on Wednesday had tremors felt in high-rise buildings in Bangkok, some 1,000 kilometers away. The earthquake caused severe damages to ancient temples in the city of Bagan, where more than 180 Buddhist pagodas were destroyed. The tremors of the latest quake were felt in Yangon, Bangkok, and Kolkata in India. And now on to Laos. U.S. President Barack Obama will become the first U.S. president to visit Laos after his official trip next month. Obama will make his final official trip to Asia before stepping down from the White House office to welcome the newly elected president this November. He will head to Laos in September for the ASEAN Summit and East Asia Summit following the G20 Summit in China. And in Vietnam, Facebook for the first time has activated its safety check function for typhoon. Social media site Facebook has activated its safety check feature for the first time in Vietnam following the typhoon Dien Mu that hit the northern part of the country. Luckily, the damage from the typhoon was minimum, with 1 person dead from floods and 4 people injured from fallen trees. And now back in Myanmar, astrologers are betting on Democratic candidate Hillary Clinton to win the U.S. presidential election this November. Some Myanmar astrologers are saying that the stars are in favor of Clinton to become the next U.S. president as opposed to Donald Trump. In the past, Myanmar's astrologers have not always been accurate in predicting election results. However, astrologers are still influential in the country, as some army generals reportedly rely on astrologers for policy advice. And in Cambodia, the country imposes stricter measures to prevent exam cheating. Cambodia held that 2-day national exam earlier this week with stricter measures to prevent cheating. More than 93,000 students nationwide registered for the national exam this year. The country has reformed its education system since 2014. Students were thoroughly checked for smartphones, cheat notes, and calculators. This was different from years before, when there, cheating was simply ignored. And that's it for this week's ASEAN Wrap from the Upper ASEAN region. This has been Satapat Paetong, and now back to Kuala Lumpur.
Thank you, Bangkok, and thanks for watching. I'm Dina Murad. Have a good day.